Hey guys, welcome. Cyndi Williams here, the Wanderlust CEO. I have the amazing Sharletta from Lux Travel LLC. Sharletta, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I'm glad to be visiting with you today. We're just wrapping up holiday season. We were talking about how crazy it was before we went live on video. I feel like the interview is actually less work than our work as moms sometimes, right? Moms, all that good stuff. So tell me a little bit about your recent graduate of our Careers on Vacation program. Tell me, if you would, a little bit about where your business was before doing Careers on Vacation and where you are now.
So where I was before was I knew I wanted to be in the travel business. I set up the LLC and I got the federal tax ID number, but I was looking to see, like, as far as education, something that could be able to teach me travel agency from A to Z, because I didn't know how to do that. So I actually came across a few of your YouTube videos. So I looked at some of your YouTube videos for a while. And then I looked at some of the testimonials, and then I looked at some of the reviews and some other things, and I was like, okay, if you know, and then I think I put in a questionnaire, and then she has the same name as my cousin's wife, Christine Brown.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, her name is the same name as my cousin's wife, and I was like, is this my cousin's wife?
You're like, it's either his wife or it's a sign, right? Like, I love it.
So I talked to her, and we talked about what I wanted to do, and I realized that Careers on Vacation program was the program that I needed to go with to be able to teach me what I need to know in an organized fashion, because I'm a very organized person. That was really important to me, that it was organized and I could learn what I needed from A to Z.
Yeah, because there's a lot of, I just got off my last call and they're like, there's so much information on the internet. And the word she used, I love, she said, you don't know what's real, you don't know who the fakers are. And I was like, that is kind of true, whether you're buying shoes or whatever the thing is, right? So, well, I'm so glad you found us, because you were at that beginning stage, kind of like, where do I go? What do I do? How do I organize this whole thing? So what's been your biggest win or celebration since taking the program?
I think my biggest win is definitely getting organized and understanding travel. There was a lot that I didn't know that I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
There
I
was
love
a
that
lot
you
that I
didn't know that you didn't know.
I didn't know anything about the multi-level marketing. I
Yeah.
didn't know anything about, like, host agencies and how they work and the percentages. There was a lot that I didn't know.
Yeah.
So
I always say it's the questions that you don't even know to ask are the ones that will get you in trouble. Because how could you know, right?
didn't know.
If I was going to go be an airline pilot tomorrow, I would be like, all right, how do I not crash? Not asking, whatever the questions might be. But that's what can get you in trouble so many times.
And
So,
yeah, and I think my biggest wins were basically setting it all up, being organized. I was able to book some travel while I was in the program. I got this big trip to Disney. And I think the other thing, what I didn't know was I booked travel before for myself and other people, but when you're doing it for clients and you have a lot of resources, and planning that out is very time consuming. I don't think we realize the time piece of it.
I love it. So you were actually earning while you were learning.
Yes.
Yes. I always tell people, like, you're not buying a pair of shoes, right? This is one of those things where, like, if you are motivated to get in, get the steps done, get it in play. So had you booked any travel before coming in and working with us?
No, just only like friends and stuff and helping them out and personal stuff, but not actually booking for clients.
Yeah.
I got like a couple of nice, like, hotel bookings, which started me out very easy because you can't really mess those up.
Yeah. Right. So what did it
booking?
When you started booking the bigger stuff, like the Disney and the other
Disney,
while you're in the program, what did it mean to you to have, like, the support of our group to say, here's what you do, here's where to go, use this, do that? What was that process like for you?
It was great because there was other things that I didn't realize like you can do as far as like going through the process of helping someone else booking a big trip like that. Especially when you got, you know, a husband and wife, there's 3 kids, they flying in from another state, and they were going to Disneyland, not Disney World, which I was used to. And
Yeah.
I didn't know the difference between Disneyland and Disney World.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
people in the group was able to help me with that. And that was really nice of them.
I love that. And you're looking into, I'm not going to say where because we don't want to tell everyone, but you're looking into doing some contract work, right? We'll just call it that, which could be a really big deal for your agency. So that's amazing and exciting. Can you share anything about that?
It's actually, you know, it's going very well. I think, you know, at the end of the year, trying to find a GDS system, understand what that system is, understanding there's a few of them out there. And then there's the top 2 that I'm reading online. Also talking with them because I've never been in a GDS system. So there's some training and there's a learning curve there.
Yes. And if, for those of you who are brand new to the industry, GDS stands for Global Distribution System. It's the system I used to learn, that you used to have to learn on to be a travel agent way back in the 80s and 90s. These complicated, complex systems that we had to go to travel school for, right? And there are GDS systems still are around. They still exist. You don't have to use one to be a leisure on the leisure side, but when you get into more corporate and working with companies and things like that, sometimes it makes sense to use a GDS system, which in Sharletta's case, something popped up in her world that became available to her. So you were able to pick my brain, right? And say, Cyndi, what the heck's a GDS? What do I need it for? How do I use it?
For what I need to do and how this works.
Yes, I love that. Well, that's amazing. So went from just, you know, having your LLC set up really to actually booking while you were in the program. That is a big win. So congratulations, having those first sales and starting to see that ROI, I'm sure is awesome. So talk to, if you now, I mean, now that you're through the program, everything feels great, but what I want to take you back to that when you found us, you know, place. Walk us through, like, was that process hard for you to jump in? What was that process like for you to make the decision to invest in yourself?
The process wasn't hard to make the decision to invest in myself because I realized that it was a valuable program. I think because I did the research prior to and looking at some of the other testimonials, I think what was important was seeing people win and going through the process and being able to say, you know, I was able to do this and that while the program, and you being available to help and mentor them. And not only that, the group as a whole. I want to not under stress that the group is very welcoming. You know, they share their experiences, and that's one of the things I liked about that as well. And we also have the graduate group, so I can still go in there and ask questions, and you know, and we're all still communicating. I talked to Evie. I sent her a couple of IMs.
Yeah, because you make friends in the community. I would say, if not the most positive group in the travel industry, you know, that's what we strive to be. I have a fundamental belief that there is enough abundance for all of us. Travel contributed 8 trillion with a T as in Tom, $8 trillion of business in the world last year. It is the fastest growing sector in the world, more than healthcare, more than tech. Travel, there's enough for all of us guys, right? So when we you know, started this journey, a lot of people are like, Cyndi, why are you telling all of our secrets? Why are you training your competition? I'm like, we don't, guess what, ladies and men, we don't have to make it a competition. We can all win. So if I win, you win, and let's support each other. So I'm glad that you brought the group up, because that's a big thing. And it's, you know, the making friends in that community, and you'll have that support group going into the grad community. And also our experts, right? Like, yes, you get me. I'm the one that everybody always sees the face and making all the videos, but you get to work with my personal Facebook ads manager. You get to work with my mindset guru. You get to work with my branding person. You get to work with all the people. And on the new hire front, you got to work with Christine and Marcy.
Yes.
We do calls on a regular basis that are, here's how you book Disney, here's how you do this, here's how you work and do cruises. So we have different ones for new hire, because the program is if you're a new hire, you're on the new hire track. And if you're experienced, you're on a different track. So that's great. I love that you brought up the group, and thank you for that. And I love it. So my last question is, would you recommend Careers on Vacation to others?
Of course, of course. I definitely would. I think that, one of the things I did learn for your program was the positive affirmation.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I love that you took my extra. I'm looking for my pile, but it's downstairs. I keep it next to my coffee because I preach what I teach, right? I walk the talk. And yeah, because mindset is a big deal, right? So we actually didn't chat on that. What did the mindset work do for you, either in your life or business, as you went through the program?
I think, it helped me start the first 15. So the first 15 minutes of my day is having, prayer, positive affirmation, restarting, setting that, and going to the day with a positive aspect and a goal.
Yeah.
Really kind of need that to, do all the things that we do, whether you're working like I work full time, doing this. Yeah. So when you're juggling the circus,
yep,
it's good to start off on a positive note.
It really is setting your intentions. And these processes are the same processes that millionaires and billionaires follow. They set their intention. They take that time to set that tone in your day and kind of getting started with that. So we have all kinds of tools and resources that we weave through our program, because that's the other challenge in the travel industry, whether you're experienced or you're new. At home, you feel like you're alone, or if you're working full time, like a lot of our students do, they're working full time and then they're like, okay, what do I do next? So to be able to, kind of have that resource or pop in that question, but also keep your mental state in a place where it's always going to get the best results, it takes work to keep your mind in that place. So, and I know from experience of training people over 20 years that if you get that piece right, that's where you're not going to just have a great business. You're going to end up, you can reuse those tools in any facet of your life, which is amazing. So
it's amazing. So yes, I highly recommend it. I think there was a lot of valuable lessons that I learned. It, helped me stay organized, the positive affirmation, the mindsets, having the support from you, the expert, the group. It was a great program to go through. And I'm happy to be a part of it and be a graduate.
Yes, I know. Now you get to go into the cool kids club. You get to be in our amazing community, and you have our membership site, which is new.
Yes.
Which means as we update curriculum, even if it's a couple years from now, all the latest and greatest in market, all those things, you're going to get the updated stuff. That's a new thing as of 2020. And like last week, we redid the entire sales module with new tools and talk tracks and resources and, how to do quotes and things like that, video tutorials. And so we tripled the size of that module, and now poof, it's in your inbox, it's in your membership site. So I forgot about that, but that's a new fun one that is kind of like our gift going forward to our clients who signed up in late 2019 going forward. So,
and I'm looking forward to come to one of you guys. You guys doing the conference. I think it's
called we do the Gold Digger. Yeah, every year we used to do 2 a year, but my travel schedule, the TV show, has been too insane. So we do 1 Gold Digger a year. We're doing Disney in early 2020, in about a week from now, and then Jamaica in 2021, and then we'll be back in Disney in 2022. So
2021, I'll meet you in Jamaica.
Yes, 100%. We will see you there, and that's what we love. That's where we come back and re-engage everyone, give you all the information that you need on an annual basis for our grads. So, well, Sharletta, I want to say thank you. I'm so excited for you. Thank you for sharing your story with others. And I know it's a tough journey, guys, if you're out there and you're thinking about, how do I start this travel business? Or if you're experienced, how do I grow this travel business? And if you are an agency owner, how do I grow a team? So if you're in any one of those 3 spots, I want to encourage you to apply for the Careers on Vacation program, either our new hire, not new hire, we don't hire people, either our new agent experience or our experienced agent or agency owner, you would put on one of those learning tracks for the program. I want to encourage you just to apply for the program at careersonvacation.com/ready now. Take the same little survey that Sharletta did, meet with the team and talk through what your goals are and see if it is even a match to work together. If it is, then we'll talk to you about that. And if not, you'll still get some amazing tips to help grow your travel business. And as always, I wish you so much love and abundance. You're not going anywhere. You're going to the grad group, Sharletta. So I'm not
going to the grad group.
Yes, it's only goodbye for now, for sure. But thank you for sharing your story today. I appreciate it so much. Lux Travel, everybody. Watch out. We're getting ready to take over the world.
Yes, thank you.
We'll talk soon, lady.